What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on Trevor Linden insinuating on a Vancouver radio station that, maybe the Vancouver Canucks would take a look at Evander Kane, given his issues off the ice and the fact that, maybe he's a character problem other places, but if he were to go to his hometown team, things would be a little bit different. And there's been rumors for ever since the charges got filed against him. Going even further back, that Vancouver was kicking the tires on him. Vancouver's been kicking the tires on him since, I would assume 2012. They've always been linked to him. Obviously, he's from Vancouver, played for the Giants, and going home the homecoming never works out. See Hayes, Jimmy in Boston, and the other thing with if he can find trouble in Winnipeg or Buffalo, he can find trouble in his hometown with his. Part of it, if you read what I wrote yesterday on PowerPlayInsiders.com, I wrote, had the Boston Bruins traded for him back in 2012, like I said, they should have. Being in that locker room with Milan Lucic, with Zdeno Chara, later on with Jerome McGinley, Patrice Bergeron, all those guys, would have been a lot like, to keep the theme of Boston sports, the way the New England Patriots have gone after guys like Randy Moss, Corey Dillon, put them in a locker room with guys like Tom Brady, Teddy Bruschi, Richard Seymour, and, teach them the Patriot way. And I thought, at that point in time, Evander Kane was 21. I thought, oh man, in this locker room, he really could take off and, grow on and off the ice. That didn't happen. And I think we're at the point now where he is what he is. He'll be 25 next week. He's shown no signs of wanting to grow up. And, these issues just follow him around. And at the end of it gets to a point where it's like, no, Evander, maybe you're the problem. And, again, I'm a huge Evander Kane fan as a player. But, again, I don't think the Vancouver Canucks are the best fit for him. Hypothetically, if they were to make a move for him, this is just me spitballing, just throwing this out there, seeing if it sticks. I would like to see them move Jake Virtanen out of Vancouver. And before Vancouver Canucks fans go, oh my God, CJ, fuck you, you're talking shit about our team, you want us... No. I think the situation with Virtanen in Vancouver is what you would say not great. I think he's a guy that was kind of fucked by the junior AHL rule. I thought he should have spent all last season in the AHL. He'd outgrown junior hockey, but he clearly wasn't ready for the NHL. And at the same time, the newspaper article in the Vancouver paper after the World Juniors scapegoated him. And Canada got to relax with eviscerating the kids of the World Juniors. It's kind of like, I was alive, but I was like a year old. I don't think I was that old, to be honest with you. When Chris Webber in the NCAA championship game for Michigan in basketball called the timeout without timeouts. Relax, they're kids. They're still teenagers, and yeah, oh my God, on the bigger stage, all that shit. The eyes of the world are on them. They screw up, and these know-it-all reporters feel like it's worth eviscerating them and running their names through the mud. So that's part of the reason I think Virtanen would be better suited by a change of scenery. That's just me, and if they could find a way to make a deal centered around Virtanen work for Kane, I think that could work for both parties. I think Buffalo is actively trying to move him, and if they're able to get Jimmy Vesey signed, sealed, delivered, then I think he will be moved. But we'll see how it all works itself out. Anyway, that's all I got on this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.